Hi, my name is Ivy Matt, and I am the Family Consumer Science teacher at Cocalico High School.
About me, my name is Ivy Matt. This is my 4th year at Cocalico. This is my 6th year teaching. I have 2 kiddos. Lucas is 6 and Annabelle is 4. I grew up in New Jersey and I have a bachelor's degree in fashion management and marketing, a post-bac degree in family and consumer science education, and a master's in child and adolescent psychology. Classes I teach: FCS Skills for Success, Sewing and Fashion Design, Foods and Baking, and Child Development. FCS Skills for Success. Some of the stuff we go over in FCS Skills for Success are family financial planning, mortgages, taxes, paychecks, savings accounts, investing, how to pay your bills, buying big ticket items like cars, personal and interpersonal responsibility, consumer skills, eating and cooking on a budget, careers, which includes how to dress appropriately, mock interviews, how to fill out an application, responsibilities, and how to act while on the job. We also look into colleges and do a research project on a college of their choice. Relationships and teen dilemmas, the basics of parenting, and interior decorating, creating a home. So we do a project where we decorate either an apartment or a room.
One of the classes I teach is Sewing and Fashion Design, and here is my classroom.
Sewing and fashion design, the first thing we go over is threading and using a sewing machine safely, how to read a pattern, how to measure yourself as well as fabric, creating a garment, following directions, fashion design and history, fashion careers, color and design. It's not just about sewing. The class also teaches reading, measuring, collaborating, how to have patience, problem solving. If you come to a problem while you're sewing, how can you fix it on your own? Experimenting, creating your own patterns or own garment without a pattern. Hand and eye coordination, gaining experience and learning. These are some of the hand stitching projects we did during the coronavirus when we had at-home instruction. The students were able to still sew, and they created books for toddlers. So you can see that Mr. Potato Head's parts all come off, and there's different options of parts that could be put on. Tic-tac-toe using milk and cookies, sorting apples, and some Christmas ornaments that we made. Here's some more of students' work. Sewing is not just about using a sewing machine, but also about crocheting and knitting. And one of my students loves to knit, so she made a pincushion out of yarn in the shape of a cactus. She also made me this really cool color wheel. Below is a patch pillow, used all scraps to create it. And then in the bottom right hand corner are 2 examples of tooth fairy pillows that were made. Some other projects are bags out of recycled items like Capri Sun pouches, baby bibs, different pillows, eye masks, hair accessories, pillowcase, oven mitt, as well as an apron. The students will do certain projects throughout, and then they have time to do projects that they are most interested in. We do a tote bag, pajama pants, pillowcase, a 9-patch pillow. I ask them to do a hair accessory of some sort. I also have them do a pin cushion that represents them in some way so that they can utilize that throughout the semester. And then most of the other projects are student choice. We do a recycling project where we recycle items and turn them into something new. They also do a altering project where they have to either hem pants, take in a shirt, or something of that sort. One of the projects we do for color and design are personalized color charts. These charts are personalized towards the students. They have to create some sort of color wheel that represents them, and there's no restrictions as far as what you draw as long as you include all of the colors necessary. So you can see one person did like a New York City skyline, another person did the inside of an orange.
I also teach foods and baking, and here is the foods and baking lab.
Foods and baking. What you see is just cooking is really reading, measuring, collaborating, delegating, problem solving, experimenting, communicating, gaining experience, and learning. What we cover in this class, we start out with your basic safety and sanitation. We do food labels, food allergies, how to budget for meals, cooking methods, knife skills, ingredient function, my plate, fruits, vegetables, meats and cheese, or meats and proteins, baking science, cookies, cakes, pies, breads and muffins, casseroles, dairy products, kitchen equipment, fire safety, time management, teamwork, and grocery shopping. We also do several projects throughout the semester. It's not just about getting in the lab, but also working together and creating things along the way. One of the assignments I like to do is a personalized place setting. The students are given an example of a place setting, and they are supposed to create one using a specific theme. This one is turtles or ocean life, and you can see that the turtle shell is the dish, and then you have water as the other 2 plates and the cup, and the background is like a beach. At the end of the semester, we do a food trucks project. This is usually a final exam project. They work together in their kitchen groups to create a food truck. They have to create a 3D food truck like the examples pictured. They have to come up with a name, a logo, a design. They have to make a price list of different things that they're going to need for the food truck, such as appliances and other equipment within the truck. They also need to come up with a menu, and from that menu, they pick one of the main meals to make for the class. They have to create a budget. They have to make sure that they can do it within a specific time frame. They have to work together to do it, and they have to do the grocery list for the project.
Another class I teach is child development, and we have 3 mechanical babies that students can take home to see what it's like to have a baby and how hard it is to care for them.
Then we have child development. As I mentioned, we have 3 mechanical babies. They are brought home overnight so students can see how hard it is to have an infant. And it cries and burps, and you have to change its diaper. It has several sensors to make sure that you're not leaving it in one spot too long, that you're changing their clothes, changing their diapers, caring for their needs. And then they have a paper to write at the end of the project explaining what they found was hard for them, what they thought of how to care for a baby. And they'll also do a baby cost project where they have to do a list of products that you will need right off the bat when you have an infant, diapers, onesies, crib, etc. So they can see that it's not only a hard job to be a parent, but it's also something that is very expensive. What we cover: theorists, pregnancy and birth, ages and stages, childhood diseases, birth defects, sudden infant death syndrome and shaken baby syndrome, development, emotions, how to care for a baby, nutrition, we do the mechanical baby project, the cost of having a baby, parenting, types of toys and what's appropriate, literacy and its importance in young ages, and child abuse. As part of our literacy unit, we do read a novel in here. As a class, every Friday we will read a chapter and then discuss it as a class. Here's some pictures of the Reality Works babies that we have. As you can see, we have 3 different ones, and these students are just showing you what they look like, and they're changing their clothes. And if you ever need to contact me, please email me at ivy_matt@cocalico.org.